Welcome, welcome to Empowering Survivors. If you don't know me, my name is Alex, and I like to cover everything from missing persons, survivor stories, rescues, people who are found, who've been missing and now are found, and doing whatever we can to spread advocacy, justice, and awareness. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and give an update on a story that I started covering last week, and it's the Allisha Watts case. So, Allisha Watts was or is, I believe she's 40, a 40-year-old woman out of North Carolina, and she's been missing since July 16th, or she was last seen July 16th, so a month ago. She has been missing. She went to visit her boyfriend in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, and she has not been seen since. In fact, we're going to listen to the 911 call if you hadn't heard it yet. She apparently was going to meet with her family members to go to a show on a Sunday and never made it. So that was kind of like red flag number one. And then she didn't show up at work. She has her own business. So if she's not there to run her business, there is no business practically. So that was like red flag number two. And then red flag number three is that days after she was reported missing, her boyfriend ends up in her car at a DMV and in the county over from where she last was seen, and in an attempted suicide. So, I'm sure there's more than those three red flags, but I think those were the biggest ones that seem very strange, right? That something's not right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to pull up articles on her and see what we can get. Since today's the 30-day or the 1 month that she's been missing, there were actually quite a few other people that were covering this today. So the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department has not named anyone as a suspect or person of interest in connection with her disappearance, which is a little bit crazy town because her boyfriend, like I said a bit ago, does seem like maybe could be involved. But I'm not going to try not to get too much into, accusing anyone or foul play or anything like that. I want to give the facts and then hopefully spread more awareness for Allisha and see if we can get more people on, aware of her and see if she can be found. Wednesday marks 1 month since Allisha Watts was last seen in Charlotte. The Moore County woman was in Charlotte visiting her boyfriend, James Dunmore. 2 days after she was last seen, her SUV was found in Anson County. According to an incident report, Dunmore was found unconscious inside the vehicle, but she wasn't. And then on July 19th, Watts was officially reported missing. This is the full letter from the one of Allisha's sisters, called her disappearance devastating. It has been 30 days, 4 weeks, and 730 hours since you were last seen, and the hours and days just keep passing by without any indication of your whereabouts. Allisha, your disappearance has affected so many people that love and care about you dearly. Even complete strangers around the world are brought to tears at the sound of your name. I myself am devastated some days. It's a struggle to let my feet touch the floor. The days are kind of starting to run together, and at the end of the day, I have to work myself up to do it all over again the next day. I find myself struggling with deciphering between what day of the week it is, but one thing for sure, another day, 24 hours has gone by and you are not here. Our family misses you so much. Your friends and our devoted community miss you too. Honestly speaking, I never knew how much value you added to our community in Moore County until now. I'm so proud of you for being that staple in our community, and it's time for you to take back your seat at the table and get back to being the boss that you were destined to be. You are the true definition of getting it out of the mud, so to speak. I'm trying so hard to stay positive and to remain hopeful in the situation. But Allisha, it's starting to take a toll on all of us because we can't find you. It's taking you too long to return to us. Not a day goes by without me missing your presence. If you're out there, Allisha, please don't give up. Continue to fight as we search for you. We will be right here to nurse you back to health. I will never give up faith in finding you alive. I know a lot of time has passed now, but you are the true definition of a fighter. I love you beyond words. I will now and forever be my sister's keeper. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was Allisha's sister. So, wow. So they're keeping up the faith, they're keeping up the hope that she's going to be found. She's going to be found soon. They say Allisha's a fighter. Continue to fight as we search for you. So that's so touching, so heartwarming and heartbreaking, really, because it's been a month and she hasn't been found. The Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department has not named anyone as a suspect or person of interest in connection with her disappearance, but officers have told WPBTV that Watt's boyfriend is important to the investigation. They would not say if he was a suspect or a person of interest. On Wednesday, the CMPD said it recently became aware of a private citizen entry of Watt's name into the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System database. Okay, so let's go to that, because that's kind of an interesting update as well. This is from the Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department. To clarify a recent media report, CMPD recently became aware of a private citizen entry of Allisha Watt's name into the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, referred to as NamUs, I think you say that, or name. It should be NamUs database. To ensure the accuracy of the information related to the investigation, CMPD submitted a NamUs entry for Ms. Watts. NamUs is a resource center for missing, unidentified, and unclaimed person cases across the United States. It helps investigators match long-term missing persons with unidentified remains. While Watts was only recently added to NamUs, she was immediately entered into the National Crime Information Center when her original missing person report was taken. That's the NCIC. While NamUs can be used for any missing person case, the resources provided by NamUs provide the most benefit to cases that have been active for greater than 180 days. It is CMPD's normal practice to follow NamUs's 180-day guidelines before making an entry unless circumstances dictate otherwise. At this time, Ms. Watt's case is still an active and ongoing investigation. Detectives continue to actively follow investigative leads and are working tirelessly to bring resolution to Ms. Watt's loved ones. Okay, and so I'm just going to give a little note here to CMPD. From a strategist standpoint, this is really difficult to read. Use better font, okay? The contrast is not such a problem, but the font is difficult to read. So you get a better font to put this out. Okay, so that's kind of interesting that it says here a private citizen put her name into the database. I mean, how easy is it to put people's names into the database? That's kind of interesting that they did that. Okay, maybe it was a way to kind of push. There's been a lot of criticism of the police department on this case, so maybe it was a way to push Allisha's case more into the spotlight, to get the police to act more on her case. All right. So let's back the other one that we had just a minute ago. And I like this. There is a timeline that was prepared by this WBTV. It'll show everything that happened, or everything that we know so far. So on July 16th, Allisha was last seen in Charlotte. So that was a month ago. Then on July 18th, troopers find the boyfriend James Dunmore unresponsive in her SUV in Anson County. So that's a county over, or maybe 2 counties over, but it's not in Charlotte. It's in the county over, and he was in her SUV. And then on July 19th, a missing persons file was reported, or persons report was filed. Sorry. And then on July 24th, CMPD issues the alert asking for the public assistance. So that was interesting because they did mention, it says here, moderate alert. And it's possible, I mean, finding the boyfriend unresponsive in her car should have really gone up a level. That should have been If that hadn't happened, if the boyfriend hadn't been found in her car, then yeah, maybe it could have been moderate alert. But maybe this is why they're taking some heat, because why would it be called a moderate alert, right? This was her boyfriend who was found in her car, suicide attempt. She's nowhere to be found. She didn't show up to work. She didn't show up to planned activities, and it's only a moderate alert? That's very, very interesting. And she's 39 years old. Sorry, I aged her. She's not 40, she's 39. And then July 26th, there's a press conference held by the family and activists. Also, they search the home of James Dunmore. Then on August 9th, the CMTV breaks its silence with its TV interview. And on August 12th, there's a prayer vigil held in Charlotte. That was over the weekend. And then there was another prayer vigil. My understanding is that there was another one held yesterday. So the 911 call was placed by her cousin, who she was supposed to meet up with. And it says here, the call came from Watts' cousin after she missed a comedy show she bought tickets for and had been looking forward to attending. The cousin also said they speak with Watts regularly and haven't been able to get in touch with her. Also, she runs a business but hasn't shown up for work. Okay, so let's take a listen.
Charlotte 911, do you need police, fire, or medic?
Police, honey. I'm trying to get a wilderness check on my cousin, honey, because she's been gone for quite a while.
Okay, and does she
She comes up here, have her location, and it's giving me her. She was talking to this guy that lives across the street.
okay?
And it's saying that she was there.
And tell me why we're doing a wellness check on her.
My cousin first, she's talking to this guy, honey, and he just got out of a relationship. I know, and she don't even live up here. She lives like going towards Fayetteville.
Okay.
And her and the guy has been talking. You know, this just a couple months they've been talking. But the girl that he was with, he's been with her like 15 years. And when I was coming home on Saturday, she came up here on Friday. We were all supposed to meet up on Sunday to go to a comedy show up here in Charlotte.
Okay.
The 85 South. And she paid for tickets, and we all paid for tickets. Okay, she didn't show up at the comedy show. When I got back home, her car was still parked in his yard. And, you know, this is my first cousin. You know, she's kind of outgoing. She don't sit like that.
Right.
And once her car was parked in the yard, I thought that was funny with her, you know, not showing up. Now, this was Sunday.
Okay.
But Saturday, when I came home, I was coming home from where we're actually from, because we all actually not from Charlotte, but I live here. I've been living here 9 years. And when I came home, it was this car pulling out, and it was like trying to run and hit me like head on. You know, it was, you know, kind of driving real aggressive. And I had to hurry up and back in my yard to not get hit.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that just seems funny, and I don't have a problem with everybody, you know. So I was like, but I do know his ex-girlfriend knows that is my cousin. Oh, God, honey. What?
Just tell me how old is she?
About, she'll be 40 on her birthday in September. September, she'll be 40.
Okay, black. Is she black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
Black.
About how tall?
She's about 5'3", about my height, 5'3". We're about the same height.
Okay. Can you tell, is her hair in braids, dreadlocks, anything like that?
No, she wears like the wig, the lace wig. She might have like a bob in or something like that.
Okay.
She don't have braids in right now. She do have a lace wig in, I know.
Okay.
And she's got like body enchantment, so she's real curvy. You know, she had her butt done and all that.
Okay. Approximately, how much do you think she weighs?
She probably weigh about I want to say between 185 to 190.
And you said she has body enhancements.
She has, yeah, she's got a real big butt. And she got her butt done, and she's flat stomach, and she's real curvy. So
Okay. Okay, you haven't seen or heard from her since when?
No, she normally calls. I talk to her all the time on the regular, and I got her location and everything. And so I seen them leaving out. I guess they were going to get them something to eat, but this is before. This was earlier Sunday morning when I was on my way out to church, and I seen them leaving out. And but I didn't. Then she came back when I got off church. I seen her car parked back there, and she runs her own business, so she has to be back to work to get to her office.
Okay.
Because she do run her own business, and the office people are calling because she has not showed up at work. That's what scared me. I thought she had went back home.
Okay.
And her car left. Her car was there all day Sunday after they got back from wherever they went earlier. Him and her. Her car was parked there all day Sunday. Like I said, Sunday night was when the comedy show was downtown at the Bojangles Coliseum, and she didn't show up for that. And Monday, her car was still parked there, and I know she goes to work because she run a business. So that was kind of awkward, but I said maybe somebody you in love, you staying over or whatever. But come to find out, when her car left, it was wee hours that Monday morning. It was after 12 a.m. And I came out because I don't smoke cigarettes in my house. So when I came out and looked across the street, her car was gone. So I said she must have went on back home. That's what I was thinking. But they're saying she never showed back up at home. And now today is Wednesday.
Okay.
And she's not back at home. I'm calling his phone because he normally picks up his phone. And she's never a person not pick up the phone due to her business.
Okay.
Nobody's picking up the phone. No answer is going straight to voicemails. I went over and knocked on his door. I can hear his dog in there because he has dogs and she has dogs. And then her best friend back at home said that she went to her house and there's no sign of her even being there because she has two vehicles. But her Mercedes is gone. She has a 2023 Mercedes.
Okay, and she okay, and where is that at? In Fayetteville?
Yeah, this is close to Fayetteville. It's like 30 minutes from Fayetteville. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And this is just not her. It's kind of strange. And what frightened me because I know that she just started talking to this guy, but I know that he has his girlfriend, and I think she's kind of crazy a little bit, So, I tried to warn her about that, but she was still over to the guy's house. But this is where the girlfriend used to live for 15 years.
Okay, so she dates the male and he has a crazy ex-girlfriend?
Yes. And him and that girl they the same age, her and the same age.
Okay.
And she's from Charlotte though. She lives up here. But I know she had been riding through and kind of stalking his house. So I don't know if she seen her car finally up there. You know what I mean? Or what the deal is, but it just everything's been moving kind of funny.
Okay. Is anybody under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
No, not that I know of, baby. I don't know what they're doing.
Do you know if anybody would have any weapons?
No, not that I know of. He's a retired from the military.
You sure they're not on a whirlwind vacation somewhere?
Baby, they supposed to be going on a cruise, but the cruise is not supposed to happen until August. That's what I said. I knew the cruise didn't happen yet.
Okay.
That's the only thing I'm saying because she would have told me.
Okay.
Oh God, honey, I feel so upset. Lord have mercy.
I understand, hon. Take your time. Take your time, huh?
It's just I just didn't want to wait too late and something's going on.
I understand. Hold on, I mean,
And that Topaz family got the little puppies in there. I knocked on the door, like I said, but I ain't going back over there, baby. I don't know what's going on. But I knocked on that door, but I can hear his little. I know he got two small dogs, you know.
Okay,
And I can hear them in the house, you know. So I'm.
Did you want to see police when they come out or no?
You said, did I want to what?
Did you want to talk to them when they come out?
Oh no. I mean, it's fine if I talk to him or not. I just wanted to make sure, you know, just to get a wellness check on what's going on here.
Gotcha. And
you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But if they need to talk to me, that'll be fine.
Gotcha. Okay, so I ended the call for service, okay, and police will be out and do a wellness check as soon as possible. If anything changes, give us a call back. Hopefully they're on a whirlwind cruise and you can just be mad at them.
Girl, I swear I hope they are. There's so much going on, you know.
I understand.
These girls don't get all this blood and stuff, baby. These men.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so if you happen to hear from her or anything like that, do give us a call back because we have to do what they call a recovery. Okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You enjoy the rest of your day as much as possible. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Whoa. That was a 9-minute, almost a 10-minute 911 call. There was a lot of information that came out from that, right? She kept on saying, crazy ex-girlfriend. She was saying that the boyfriend was a little bit sketchy. She gave the information that she should have been, that they were supposed to go to a show together and she didn't make it, that she was supposed to be at work and she didn't show up. And it sounded like the cousin was calling for a wellness check. So, I mean, because at that point, she doesn't know that she's missing. They didn't know. They didn't know what had happened to her. They just hadn't been able to get a hold of her. And obviously, she failed to attend the show. The last interview that they did with the investigator, which I highlighted about, I think it was last week, was not very reassuring. That they have spoken to the boyfriend, that they know that they even know where he was. The reporter asked if they know where he was, and they said no. So not very reassuring that there's going to be answers coming out from the, at least from what the police is saying. But hopefully we keep spreading awareness on this case, getting more visibility on the case, maybe even getting some heat on the police, and maybe even the family of this boyfriend to get some answers for where she is or what happened to her. And one thing that is a little bit concerning is that I've heard of vigils being held for her, but I haven't heard of any search being done for her. Are people physically searching the woods, the areas around there? I mean, I don't know if there's any indication that she could be in there, but it's been a month. So I would hope that if somebody had been missing for even just a week, that there would be people out searching at least the area. So I haven't heard of that, so I'm not sure. I'll look to see and do a little bit more research and see if there's anything like that. But if I do hear of something, I will let you know. If there's any searches being conducted, I'll let you know so that anybody who's in the area who wants to participate can go out and help to search for Allisha if it comes to that. And so that's where we're at. I wanted to give this update on Allisha. If you've seen her, if you know of any information, if you'd like to share this, I'd really appreciate it. Let's see if we can get more awareness for Allisha. I'm going to put her picture up again and see if we can spread some more awareness for Allisha and see if anyone can speak up, if anybody has any information on her. And so thank you so much for being here. If you learned something today, please hit the thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to be part of the Empowering Survivors community, where we are the empowering voices for missing persons, survivors, and those who need our support. And with that, stay safe, stay thriving. Remember to trust your intuition, trust your gut, and make sure to keep it empowering. Love you guys. Bye for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications. Thank you.